amp2.tv, the first and only internet television network that's truly plugged in. 866-224-5422. That's AMP, the number 2.tv.
Talk here. Talk there. Talk 1470 AM and 95.3 FM. The Health and Wealth Radio Network. WNN.
The opinions expressed on the following sponsored program are strictly those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
It's the Becky and Boca Show, coming to you live every Thursday night at 6 p.m. from glamorous downtown Boca Raton. I'll show you how to live life in style in one of the country's most elegant cities, nestled right along the beautiful Atlantic beaches between Palm Beach and Miami. So sit back, relax, and let me show you how to indulge yourself Boca style. Broward. Okay. Hello, welcome to the Becky and Boca Show. I have a great show tonight. It's Mob King night again, and I have three people from Mob King. I have Sarah DiPaggio, who plays the Mob King, and then I also have Giuliana Scamanici, and she plays Agent Anderson on the show. She's a fantastic actress. I just love her. I love her character. And she's after Sarah in the show, trying to. She's an ATF agent, I guess, trying to arrest him. And then we have Celine Alva. She plays Karina White, and she plays the daughter of the Mob King. So they're all great actors, and I can't wait to talk to all of them. We're going to start with Ciro, and he's going to bring us up to speed with what's going on with Mob King and the filming and everything right now. Hello, Ciro.
How you doing?
Welcome back. This is your third time in my studio.
Third time's a charm.
I love it. I love it. Okay. So tell us, you filmed episode 5, right?
Yeah. Well, we released episode 5 already.
That one was great.
Yeah, it was good.
Oh, that was that's the one that really hooked me.
It's blowing up right now.
Yeah.
It's pretty good stuff.
And my favorite part of that was where you used the drone.
Yeah,
and
you like the drones.
Yeah, well, you were in a Ferrari going, because I'm from Boca Raton and I know all these places, but I never see them from the air like that.
Right.
And you went up A1A and over the bridge there by the inlet and then down Palmetto Park Road.
He's lucky I brought his car back.
Yeah. One of my friends lent him a very nice Ferrari. What was that?
That's California 78th edition.
Yeah, very nice. It's a convertible red. So
cool.
We see an aerial view of that going through the streets of Boca Raton. You see the ocean and the intercoastal and everything. It was absolutely beautiful. That was a great scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought about keeping it. Or at least making him come
driving off
find
with
it. Make him come find it. But nah, I didn't do Rick like that. I might need it again.
No, Rick's a good guy.
He's only got like 30
He's
of
got
them,
some
so.
more. Yeah, a different car next time. So we'll get you another one from him. But that was a fun scene. I just love seeing that because of the drone. I mean, that's really cool. So you're doing a lot of really fun stuff with the filming. You're working with some really good people.
Yeah.
And I really honestly think this is the next best thing. I wouldn't even say that if I didn't think so.
Right.
I really, truly think this is going to just take off and be amazing. And you better not forget me when that happens.
Why would it do that? I don't forget nobody.
Okay. Okay, so tell us what's going on now with the filming and everything.
Now we're just, we kicked that out, and we have a lot of people working for us, doing things for us. We have Jim Wahlberg, who's Mark Wahlberg's
the third
brother.
Wahlberg. Okay.
I don't know which number he is. I don't
know how many there are, but
there's 10 of them.
Oh, okay.
So they were a busy operation for a while. Yeah, and they, he's partners with Jokes.
Oh, that's the producer.
Yeah, they do Wall Street Productions. So he's taking a lead with us, in Hollywood, because that's A-list. You know what I mean? So he loves the show, and he's looking into some things for us. There's a couple of people that are looking to do some stuff with us, but I'm pretty diligent, and my team, Anthony and Jokes, is pretty diligent in the fact and set on the fact that we're gonna do it our way. You know what I mean? As far as on our terms, because like you say, the reception is so good across the board.
Anybody that sees it loves it.
Yeah, so I think we got something good, and so we're gonna stick to our guns. The thing about it is that it's self-financed, basically. I only had one other person help me, and that was like ages ago. And so being self-financed and being in South Florida, or Florida period, the film industry and the way the Florida legislature works, they don't allow, it's not very inviting for film companies and shows to operate here. That's why you don't see nothing being filmed
Yeah,
here.
that's too bad because this is a great place to do filming.
So they all go to Atlanta, and places like that. So a lot of actors leave. So the Mob King is providing a great platform for people who have decided to stay, like Anthony Carone and, some of the people we have in there that are established actors, like Roberto Escobar, who did a little part with us, and, David Uzick and Elgin David. And it gives people like Juliana.
Yeah, we're going to meet her in a few minutes.
And Celine and people like that. And the girl that plays my wife, Elizabeth Fantone.
Oh, she's great, too.
Yeah, it gives them an opportunity to, showcase the talent that's here that normally wouldn't be getting seen.
Right, in South Florida.
I probably could have saved some money by going there, but, I'm a stickler for keeping it real, doing things the right way, and this is where it happened, and, it's Florida. So I'm not going to film a show and tell people I'm in Miami and I'm in Atlanta.
Yeah, no, I love the fact that you're filming it locally.
So people need to, understand if it's important to them that they need to reach out to their legislators, the House of Representatives, whoever the people are. I don't really know the mechanics behind it. Anthony's more knowledgeable in that field, but he wanted me to bring it up and stress that.
Why would they not want a lot of filming done in South Florida?
You get a lot of tax breaks and tax credits for places that offer these things.
That's why everybody goes to Atlanta.
That's why everybody's filming in Atlanta. And what happens is actors, like let's say Anthony wanted to work more than he does. He's been in 30 years. He's working with Ben Stiller up there right now on some TV show. It's not like he's hard-pressed for work. But if he wanted to go, he'd have to leave his family to go to Atlanta, and a lot of actors have to do that or go to L.A. or whatever. So, that needs to change.
You would think that Miami would be a mecca for filmmaking.
Yeah, it would. I mean, they used to have it. That's why you had Bad Boys 2 filmed here and CSI Miami and all that stuff. But, and Burn Notice.
Right, and there were a lot of TV shows filmed here, too.
All the Dudley Do-Rights in Hollywood that all think they're doing the best thing for everybody, and they're never doing the best thing for anybody except themselves. They do stuff like this, and then it restricts the growth of places, and industries. So that's a big thing that we're hopefully going to try to reverse because, I'm from the school that, hey, I'm going to do it however I got to do it. And if I don't get no tax break, screw them. I really don't care.
So you're trying to film it in the area where this all actually happened in your life earlier.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
well, obviously, And
I don't know how you could mimic Miami in Atlanta anyway.
You can't. But, I want to be clear that the story's based on my life, prior to prison. I didn't go around shooting bikers in the head in warehouses like in episode 5.
Oh, yeah, that last scene. Okay, maybe there's a little fiction in the show.
So just so everybody knows that, I'm not a killer. Allegedly. So
allegedly.
I want to make sure that's understood. So, everything after prison is entertainment. You know what I mean? So that's how that will go. So everything prior to that, is pretty much what led up to, me spending a lot of time on vacation. So so with that said, that's what we're looking at doing. So we have the opportunity to create a great platform for actors to showcase their talents down here and to showcase Miami and hopefully bring something back and make it work. I think that the reason why it's working so well is because it's, this is a word I learned from Anthony. I didn't know what the hell it meant the first time he said it, but organic,
Well, it really is.
But
yes.
Yeah, I mean, you don't hear that word where I was at for 20 years. And nobody says
Nothing
that.
organic in there.
There's nobody walking around saying it's organic. You'd be like, what the hell is this guy talking about? But, so it's organic.
It's an organic grassroots thing that is building and building in South Florida.
But the people that are involved, we've gotten very lucky, with actors and actresses that have gelled with us, and the chemistry's been there.
You have great actors.
Yeah, and the way that me and Anthony and Jokes work together as a team, it's just one of those things where you feel like it's meant to be. You know what I mean? Because so far, up to this point, we haven't had anything not work in our favor. Every single time we've needed something, it's come through, and I like to think that's good karma, I mean, I went through a lot of bad stuff for people, and I hope that that's where the karma came from, so, I hope that has something to do with it, but without all the hocus pocus junk, something's working the right way, you know what I mean? So it's coming together good, and, we are looking for, I do need some help now at this point to keep it going. Because I can't keep self-financing it. I'm not a millionaire or a billionaire or any other kind of nair, All I got is my hair. So, that's it. And I'm just going to keep on trying to do it and see what I can get done. I don't need a lot.
How much more? How many episodes do you need in order to?
Well, we have a plan, to get the kind of deal that we want. And from, like Jim has stated to us from his talks with people and people that are in the business, if we can get 1 million followers and 1 million views, like let's say we released episode 5 2 days ago, we have 12,000 views, which is a lot.
Wow.
In just 2 days on my page.
It is.
Okay, it's just my page.
Right.
So if we can release a video and get 1 million views and have 1 million followers, then we could basically write our ticket with anyone on our terms. So it's not that we can't do that. You just have to, the way that the social networking platforms are set up is that they make you pay to have access to all these people.
Yeah.
You understand? It's, they tell you there's 2 billion people on there, but you don't have access to them. Especially if you have a fan page or a TV page or something like that. You have access to nobody unless you pay to put it on their wall.
Unless you boost. I've noticed that with
Right.
my page. They're asking me to boost everything, and if I don't.
So if you do it, people still have to like what you're saying and go there and like and follow,
Right.
which I have a very good success rate of doing that. I post a lot of stuff that apparently people like.
It's interesting. It's because it's interesting. How
Yeah.
many of these requests you get all day long to like pages, and it's like,
Yeah.
why would I go there?
Yeah. I mean, I think I write some pretty cool stuff and make
Yeah.
some cool pictures and just create. I have a massive cult following. It's really amazing to me the way.
So let's tell everybody what the page is.
It's Mob King TV.
Mob King
fan
TV,
page.
and that's on Facebook.
That's on
Okay.
Facebook, or you can go to the Mob King family page. But the Mob King TV is the one with the 125,000 followers. The other one has 10,000 followers. I only have 5 on my page, but that's all you can have on your personal page.
On the personal page, yeah.
So I routinely go through and clean people off that don't interact to add the people who.
So you can bring in more people.
Well, bring in the people who really do want to interact,
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
and that's doing pretty good. But they still throttle it. You only have exposure to the same 300 or 400 people.
I noticed that.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
So it kind of limits you when you're working from a position
Where you want to reach more people.
yeah, when you want to reach more people and you don't really have the money to do so. So our plan is 12. So we have 5 already.
Okay.
And if we could get 12 or even 10, then we can create those. The story arc there would basically be a 2-hour story arc, and it would show all of the development of the characters, and also generate our million platform that we're trying to get accomplished. So it would be really simple. We only need about $100,000. I mean, I say it's only about $100,000, but it's still $100,000. But there's a lot of people out there that could sneeze and write a check like that, and some people.
And it's a good investment.
Yeah, because what we're doing is that we're so close to distribution as it is now. It's not like somebody who would normally you'd want them to invest. They would just be investing in your idea of me
Right, in
talking
your little
to them.
sizzle reel.
Yeah, like the first guy did when he didn't have nothing except me
Right.
talking to him. So, that was Barry J. Minoff, and he came through for me then, believed in me, and put his money where his mouth is, and now we're here. But, it's the way it is in life. You constantly need the money, and I've only been free for 18 months, so it's not like I could just run out there and
Right.
just build up everything the government took from me again, So, so it's a struggle. I work every day. I get 1,000 doors slammed in my face, but I keep going. I keep pushing. And so the offer is pretty good because, it's at a point where we're offering, let's say they put 100, they get 100 back on distribution. So if I'm going to go with whatever network we decide to go with, we pay off the people that we owe. So if there's 100,000 there, we tell them there's 200,000 need to be paid, and it's in writing. So it's a quick turnaround, for that to happen. So, and double their money. So
they double their money on distribution?
Yeah, on distribution.
Wow.
Yeah, so
Okay.
it's within a 6-month window. We have an offer from a network called Bingeable that will be launching in April. They want to do our show, and they basically will submit a budget for each episode of what we need, and then we'll get revenue sharing and all that. So that's like our fail-safe move.
Fallback, okay.
Yeah. So, but there's other things that are there for us to get if we just get over that hump. You know what I mean?
No, this is going to be huge.
Yeah,
So you
because
don't want to
it's-
sell out.
Yeah, it's not about selling the show right now, because they might not even keep Anthony as a star, and he's way better than me, you know what I mean? Or anybody like that, So I want to make sure that the people that are involved stay
That
involved.
it's developed. Well, the characters are developing nicely.
Yeah.
I'm
but-
really getting into that.
But see, the whole crux of the argument is this. What we show right now is that people like what we produce. We don't need any help from any network as far as the ability to run our show or edit our show or tape our show or find our talent. We
That's
know
true
what-
because
we
your
know what
views
we're
are
doing.
organic.
Right.
People are just finding
Right.
it and
So
liking
when
it.
they watch it, the more you show these people and the more they see them coming towards the show, they're able to say, okay, these guys know what they're doing. So now it's just about distribution.
Yeah, how you're going to get it out there.
So it's basically, hey, I've invented this pizza. I'm not going to give you the recipe to the pizza. You taste it. If you like it, you box it and you sell it. That's distribution. Right. So we don't want you messing with our process of cooking the pizza.
No, I like that. I like that, yeah.
So, and it's going to work. It's just whether or not, the funds are there, So hopefully somebody comes through for me. If they don't, I'll just keep finding a way.
You made it this far. Yeah. I'm impressed. And it's
I don't know how I made it this far, but I've been able to pull it off,
And it's been getting better and better. Each episode I've seen gets better. And now I'm hooked. Now I'm invested in the characters.
Yeah.
Now I'm invested in the storyline. Mm-hmm. And it's really, I want to see more.
For sure.
And I'm sure that's how everybody feels about it that sees it.
Yeah. So, I want to, I've already we got a kind of a tentative schedule to shoot 6. We like to shoot 2 together because it's cheaper. Mm-hmm. But, it all depends on whether we get any help or not. But
what is the expense in all of this? I know they're very expensive to produce.
Yeah,
so what do you actually?
It usually costs about $50,000 an episode.
An episode.
The way
and
we're
these
shooting.
Are short episodes. These are only like
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
So,
okay.
But you figure a 47-minute pilot for Netflix or something. Their budget might be $5 million or $3 million per show. Game of Thrones is $100 million per episode.
Wow.
So it just gives you an idea. Mm-hmm. And we're able to take these guys are so magical at what they do. Anthony and Jokes with the editing and the film quality and the DPs
the film quality
and all
is
that.
Really good.
So they're so good at what they're doing because they're part of the team. I've given them percentages of things to be my partners in the process. So what happens is that they give up a lot of their time. Like, Anthony doesn't make no money. Jokes really doesn't make any money, but they put their time and the money goes to the people we have to pay, the film people, the lighting people, this, that, and the third. So, they're sacrificing, I'm sacrificing, and, everybody is doing it because these guys especially, they've seen so many of these things come along, Anthony's been around 30 years doing it and Jokes has been around forever doing it too. So, for them to have seen my vision before it was even created, because they're the ones that started creating it with me. Mm-hmm. Once I explained it to them, is miraculous in itself. You know what I mean? And then to see where it's at now, it's like Anthony had told me when we first started. He's like, you know what? I'm gonna attach myself to your train. I'm gonna ride it. If it's going in the right direction and we're doing the right things, then I'll stay on it. If it's not, I'll hop off. So
he's still on.
Yeah, now he's right next to me.
Yeah.
He's like, we got this.
Well, I got to tell you, when we showed the last episode at the premiere party, people just went nuts over it. It was really, really good.
Yeah, that's what's really great about it. Because people aren't going to you don't get no cult following just because you're cool. You know what I mean? It helps if the product is good. So, the show being good, then all of the, over-the-top stuff that I do, my little call signs, Lion or Legend or this or that, then it's just, who is this joker? You know what I mean? But if you have a good product, then it takes it from, what could potentially be over the top to being cool. You know what I'm saying? So it blurs the lines a little bit, and that gives people something, to be entertained by. That's all I try to do.
Well, I read all the comments on your Facebook page, and people really interact with you.
Yeah, they do.
That's not normal. Most of these fan pages, them. Yeah, you do. You're always posting.
They're not used to that.
Yeah, you answer them.
Yeah. When I go live, I say hi to every one of them. I spend a lot of time in it at the expense of other things, and but it's important to do that if you want, people buy into passion, they buy into, realness.
And you're asking them to invest their time by watching what you're putting out there. So
we did an Indigo campaign in this day and age, the people, I did 2 of them and we raised $10,000 between the 2 of them, which is a drop in the bucket, but in the sense that these are ordinary people who work paycheck to paycheck.
And
some of them have kids. Some of them, when I find out they have kids, I tell them don't send no money, and they still want to send it anyway. So I guess they just, they feel the passion of the project, the realness of who I am or whatever. Because, I sprinkle everything in there. I let them see everything there is to see about me. There's no, hiding anything or faking anything or any of that type of junk. I don't lie. I don't tell stories. I don't play games. I keep it real about everything. My life has been BS up to this point. You know what I mean? It's been completely horrible for the last 25 years or whatever. For the short window of time that it was great for 7 years, I gave up my whole life for it. You know what I mean?
Wow, that's amazing. Yeah. So you had seven years of the high life, and then 19 years incarcerated.
Yeah, I mean, then it's over. And when
Wow.
I say high life, it means, where you have just an obscene amount of money and stuff,
I know what you did. Okay. All right, we're going to go to break here. And then after the break, we're going to bring in Juliana Scaminacci, and she plays Agent Anderson. And you're going to stick around with us, and we're going to talk about her role because
As long as
she's
you don't
excellent.
try to put cuffs on.
Yes, she's really good, though. Okay, we'll be right back.
Dr. Candace Colella of Colella Cosmetic Dentistry in Coconut Creek provides family and cosmetic dentistry for patients of all ages and is the only dentist in South Florida offering Solea laser dentistry. No pain, no anesthesia, no shots. With over 23 years of experience, Dr. Colella does fast braces, dental implants, veneers, and more. She can even finish off your smile with Botox, fillers, and lip augmentation. Call 954-428-6923 or visit yoursensationalsmile.com.
Ivy Lee's Luxe Makeup and Beauty Lounge in downtown Boca Raton does fabulous professional makeup application. Make an appointment today and see how glamorous you can look. Call 561-409-4065 to book your appointment. Ivy Lee's Luxe Makeup and Beauty Lounge is located at 233 South Federal Highway on the first floor of the Boca Grand Building in Boca Raton. The number again is 561-409-4065.
Fleur de Santé, Europe's best-kept luxury skincare secret, is now available in the U.S. Fleur de Santé combines champagne extract with over 150 flowers from France and Sweden to give your skin a boost of immortality. Champagne extract gives skin ultimate antioxidant protection and photo-age prevention, while floral plant stem cells protect and nourish. Repair and revitalize your skin with Fleur de Santé. Learn more about all of their products at fleurdesanté.com.
Tighten skin on your face, neck, and body, and lose fat at Ageless Body Sculpting Plus, located at 445 East Palmetto Park Road in Boca Raton, where you'll find scientific technologies, including the latest acoustic lipolyzer, which uses ultrasound for immediate and permanent results. No surgery, diet, or exercise. If you don't lose inches, you don't pay. Call 561-654-0177 for your free consultation.
You've been listening to and watching The Becky and Boca Show. Ivy Lee's Luxe Makeup and Beauty Lounge in downtown Boca Raton does fabulous professional makeup application. Make an appointment today and see how glamorous you can look. Call 561-409-4065 to book your appointment. Ivy Lee's Luxe Makeup and Beauty Lounge is located at 233 South Federal Highway on the first floor of the Boca Grand Building in Boca Raton. The number again is 561-409-4065. And now, back to the show.
Hello, welcome back to the Becky and Boca Show. Agent Anderson has joined us from Mob King. She's sitting here with Ciro, the boss, and in the show you play.
We're friends in real life.
In real life.
Yeah.
Well, I can tell you are a great actress. I am
Thank
loving
you.
the way your character is developing. I'm totally invested in it. And you play an ATF agent, is that
Yes,
right?
alcohol, tobacco, and firearms.
And what are you trying to get this guy for?
Alcohol, tobacco.
What
and
has he done?
I drink too much.
No, he's a very suspicious character, and he doesn't fool me with his charm. So I smell a rat.
Okay, so you've been after him since the beginning of the show? Or?
Yes.
Okay.
The first episode, I am walking into his club very unannounced, and he's showing me the day-to-day, and as I'm walking out of the club, there is a dead body in a box.
Yes, I see them pull the box behind you. You're talking
Yes,
to him.
exactly.
And you didn't find it.
I didn't. He got one over me, so never again.
Okay, so Juliana, you're an actor, and you're based out of Miami or Fort Lauderdale? Or?
Yeah, so I live in Aventura, and if people don't know where that mall is, you got to go. But
I don't think I've ever been there.
It's halfway between Fort Lauderdale and Miami,
Okay.
and very close to everything, and I love it there.
And how did this guy find you to be in the show?
We actually have a lot of common friends. So I was at a barbecue and my girlfriend said, there's a show starting. You should definitely go to the open casting, which was over a year ago.
Yeah, about a year and a half.
Yeah. And I walked in. It was at the hotel. I don't remember which one, but walked in and I actually...
Sagamore.
Yes. And
the Sagamore on Miami Beach. That's a great place.
And I auditioned to be a reporter.
News reporter.
And then I auditioned to be the wife. And then I eventually got a senator.
So how'd you decide which one to make her?
You know where to put me. So then finally I got Agent Anderson.
We couldn't use her as a wife because I'm friends with her husband. So that's
okay.
a little,
that wasn't
that's
gonna
a little uncomfortable. Nah, but in all seriousness, we had to find. She has a unique personality.
She sure does.
You understand? So
and it comes across in the character. I love it.
Yeah, and it's very fun. So I wanted to make sure that whatever we did with her accented that. You know what I mean? So, and Anthony was very good at creating, her role. He wrote that whole scene for the two of them, and it was great.
Yeah. No, your character. So this character is based on the real you?
Yes.
Do you have all those kind of quirks? Like,
I mean, I didn't think I did, but
we never know what our quirks
just a little bit. I mean, I don't say yoo-hoo in real life, but I do now. I am a little quirky. When I want something, I go after it. I usually get it. So.
But we're the writers. So.
Right now, my eyes are on.
I want to move this back a little so you can block his face.
So right now, my eyes are on him. His little pretty face.
So you're trying to take him down in the show.
Yeah, I'm trying, and I'm trying really hard, and I'm trying to get Agent Bellotti, who is played by Anthony, to be on my side and to see.
Yeah, are you two getting along? As are you working together with him in that?
We're not working together right now, but obviously, if you guys saw episode 4, I do track him down and try to tell him that he needs to be following. The wasp,
right?
Per se,
I love that scene.
I'm a wasp.
She was explaining to the other detective. I guess is that what he plays?
Yeah, Agent Bellotti.
How you had wasps and you accidentally killed your cat with a wasp poison.
I was strafing the poison in my garage, which. A lot of the dialogue, I had to literally look it up because I don't talk like that a lot of the time.
Anthony reaches real deep in the old archives.
Like
for some
wafting,
of those words.
wafting, strafing, strapping. It was a little bit difficult. It was 4 pages of dialogue.
Oh, it was a great scene.
Yeah, so they did a great job editing, like breaking it up, so it wasn't 2 minutes of me just talking.
Yeah,
he blew us all away with that.
Yeah,
it's amazing. It's amazing.
Yeah, he's great.
Because that scene was fantastic.
Yeah,
it really was.
It did come together the way it was broken up, and it made it more humorous and funny. And
that's when I really became invested in your character. It's like, oh no, I like this girl, and it really,
right?
You want to see what's going to happen with you and whether you're going to take him down or not.
How does she know I'm not after her to take her down?
Yeah,
how does she know I'm not going to turn her to the dark side?
Yeah, aren't you scared of him?
No. I'm not
Don't you know
scared
the
of
mob
any man.
infiltrates? Everybody knows the mob infiltrates.
Right. You might end up in that box on the show.
Nah.
Maybe. Who knows?
She might
where
end
I'll
up
go.
putting people in the box for me. In the
Yeah,
show.
you might start working for him.
You never know.
Yeah, because I know how to
interesting.
work the system. Maybe I don't know. We'll see. There's a lot of room.
A lot of ways it could go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To see where it goes.
So when you got this offer to do Mob King, what'd you think?
Absolutely yes.
Yeah.
100%. I have been there from the beginning.
Mm-hmm. Me and her get along really well.
Yeah,
That's
and we
good.
have a good rapport and a good respect for each other, and so I'm in it all the way. I can.
And I think you're very lucky because I think this is going to make you very famous.
Well,
I think
we're
you.
lucky to have her as well.
Yeah. All right. So, your character is obviously after him. You're not really working with Agent Bellotti.
no, I believe I'm a different
two different
department.
agencies.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
alcohol, tobacco, and firearms. They used to hassle me a lot. I used to be around in the club business and stuff back in the day. Their job is to obviously what it says. If it's in the nightclubs industry, they regulate the alcohol sales, what goes on and stuff like that. And if you're a felon, you can't be behind the bar or in the cash room. So I'm always ducking and diving back in the day.
Okay. I didn't know that.
So, yeah. But the Organized Crime Bureau, Department of Justice, they're a team that gets assigned to you, and, they basically follow your every move.
And that's
Group of
what
guys.
Anthony's
That's
playing?
what Anthony plays.
Okay.
Once they feel like you're somebody, they follow you, they harass you, you go into that. See, a lot of people don't understand why alleged mob guys would go to the same places all the time. Like you see them and they'll say, well, why do they always stay in the same place if they know they're going to be watched? And the reason is that when you go someplace different, number one, nobody knows who you are. And then if you have a mentality as such that if you get treated a certain way, you don't like it because you're used to being treated a certain way.
Okay. So you want the
know
respect.
The owner, you want to know the VIP guy, you want to know, God forbid someone try to text you.
So it would cause you, if somebody causes you problems, you take it to the ultimate extreme sometimes, So, and then the other thing is that when you would leave someplace, like, I remember one time I was in Bennigan's, in over there by you in Aventura, and the bartender.
This is in real life.
Yeah, it's in real life.
Okay. I'm like confused.
It's in 96. And my friend who was the bartender calls me. He's like, bro, all these agents just came in and asking me how much money you spend here every week and this and that and all this other kind of stuff, blah, blah, blah. So, and they would always, harass all my friends or whoever I was dating. They would want to wire their whole house, and, they'd intimidate them.
Oh.
A lot of my friends have
dating
those stories.
Dating you was a blast.
Wow. Where did that come from?
Because you get followed and you have like a file. You like get called. Who's calling me? Leave me alone.
I find out all your secrets though.
Yeah, you know everything probably.
Wow. So you mean they were always following you too?
Oh yeah, they do all that. So
when you were back in the biz.
Yeah, they did all that. That's what they do.
Wow.
That's
they're everywhere.
That's what your tax dollars pay for.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Follow guys around like me instead of pedophiles and rapists. But that's a whole other story. This is good humor.
We could go there. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, we could, but we won't. My anti-government rants are saved for another day. Watch the show.
So Anthony plays
Bellotti.
And so he's one of these guys that is
he's the OCB
assigned to you.
Yeah, the Organized Crime Bureau, FBI. They always have. That's the top dogs when it comes to prosecuting any type of mob guys or people like that. So they take precedent over all other agencies. You know what I'm saying? So they have to work with those guys because a lot of times they don't want you to bring weak cases because you've seen what happened with Gotti and people like that. When they beat the cases, their stature grows and the government hates that. So they like to have these secure cases against you and they don't let other people
they can really
get
take
in
you
the way.
down.
So here you have
So
this
is that
pesky,
what happened to you in real life then?
So here you have this little pesky ATF agent here, wanting to shake him down and take him down for some liquor,
Oh, so he doesn't
he's
want
like,
that.
Come on,
I
give me
see.
a break. What are you doing?
Okay, he wants the big.
I also think that with my character of how she always wants to be on top. She was the class valedictorian. She was the person sitting in the front row taking all the notes. She was getting straight A's.
Yeah, we call them high fluters.
Yeah.
High fluters.
So I think she wants to be the one that gets them before Bellotti does.
Oh,
and she doesn't care if it's a alcohol charge or a parking ticket. She just wants to get them.
And he wants to get you for the real everything. Okay.
Bellotti wants the whole enchilada.
Okay.
I just want a cake.
Well, there's more to
But I'll
Bellotti
take
than what's on the surface,
Uh-huh.
which will come to light.
Oh, I think, is one of you going to turn bad? Go to the other side?
Well,
We'll
listen.
see.
All right, that's interesting.
History shows us that cops can be bad too.
Yes, I know. So, well, that'll make an interesting storyline.
So.
Yeah, I'm actually wanting to get a little dirty, like not a fight scene, but like chasing someone or busting down a door.
That would be interesting.
I'll even do it in my high heels if I need to.
Oh man, that's Wonder Woman. I don't know what show she's on, but
Yeah, like wearing jeans, not like a pencil skirt or.
Yeah, you're always very prim and proper.
Yeah, I'm always proper, which is me in real life.
Yeah.
But when I was researching ATF,
when she's not taking selfies.
Yeah, I do have a posting problem. But I was researching ATF, and they do wear jeans, and they do catch the bad guys in a different way.
Can't you go undercover? Or you don't do that?
No, he already knows what I look like.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
She can't fool me.
Even in jeans.
Yeah, no. Not even if I take my
so maybe
nails off.
she's the one that's going to go bad.
I don't know. We'll see.
Ooh, now this is really
We'll
getting
see.
interesting.
I might send one of my good-looking wise guys to seduce her and turn her to the dark side.
There you go.
I might even cast her own husband to do that.
Oh.
he can play that role there.
The big bad Russian.
That
Yeah,
would
big
be
bad
interesting.
Russian. He gets her
Okay.
crazy, so we could probably use him.
Okay, so there's a lot of ways this could go.
So there's a lot of different ways this could go with this character. This is,
Yeah, she has a lot of range.
Yeah.
Well, see, the thing about it is, she gets the most reactions from people, from people saying they wanted to punch her in the face to, all type of stuff. But what they don't understand is that we want her to be polarizing like that. You understand? You can't like everybody. You have to have somebody that you want to, put your venom to. So you have people who are like, damn, she's really hot, but what a bitch, or stuff like that. So that's what we want to create with that particular character, and
it's a great character.
Yeah. So if she does get turned out to the dark side, then everybody will love it. Or if she gets shot in the head, everybody will love it.
Just make it look good.
We'll get her when she's like this.
They've been doing some gory scenes there. That last one,
I know, it was crazy.
Ooh,
very believable. Very
very
artistic.
I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah,
it was great.
Very good.
Yeah, that was really good.
Well, that's how it works in that world.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
not that I would know. But
you said you've never
I've
shot
watched
anyone.
movies.
Taking notes.
Yes.
So it's loosely based on your own history.
Well, I mean, the beginning and the way that things work in those circles, that's really on point because
Did you have someone like her chasing you in real life?
No, they were all ugly.
There's no one like me.
They were all ugly and they were men. I had this one woman that was she qualifies as a man. So,
oh yeah. Uh-oh.
And she knows who she is. I hope she's listening.
Oh boy, did she get you or no?
They all got me.
They all got you. Yeah. Okay, we know that you did end up. You had to go away for
if we were on cable, I'd shoot him a birdie right now. But we're not. I'll get the last laugh.
All right, you will when this becomes a very famous series, and then
because all the pressure was on me just to get the ones on top of me. You understand?
Mm-hmm. Wait, what do you mean by that?
The guys on top.
Oh, they wanted you to take people down.
They always wanted to take people down, so they wanted the big people. And we really fooled them, with a patsy, a fall guy. I mean, we made them look really bad. So I'm not one of their favorite people.
I bet you're not.
Yeah. So, but maybe they'll be fans of the show.
Yeah. I'm sure they'd want to watch, knowing that they.
I would never give them an autograph, though.
No, okay, we'll see.
The biggest revenge is your success.
That's
yes,
right.
Yes, right. And I don't think there's anything that's going to stop this
But
trend.
if I do win an Emmy, I'm going to include them in my speech.
Oh, I can't wait. Okay.
Yeah.
That's enough for your grassroots people to really come and.
I'm going to tell them
exactly. Okay, people, we got to make this happen because I want to see that speech.
I'm going to tell them exactly what I think of them.
Well, that'll be interesting. What do you think of that, Juliana?
I think what's going on right now, you say whatever you want.
Yeah.
There's bad people in every industry.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not saying they're bad. They were just bad to me.
Well,
yeah.
So, I mean, they did what they did.
Well, they had to do their job.
If you say so.
Agent Anderson.
Yeah. You say so. I'm thinking about writing you out of this show all of a sudden. Just be on my side.
I am on your side.
Okay.
They're just doing their job.
Yes.
Screw the feds.
Well, this is getting very interesting. So
yeah, we have tension right now.
I know.
Federal government will do that to you.
I feel it.
Nah, we're good.
No, we're good.
We're golden. We're golden.
Oh, I can't wait to see what happens with this show because I'm sure you've acted in other things before. I'm sure you can feel that this is going to be really big.
Yeah, this is the one character, and I'm not saying that I didn't put a lot of time into my other ones, but I'm super excited to see where she goes. And you always have to think about the backstory of who she was and where she's going and why she would do something.
Yeah.
And I'm fully 100% committed to the show, the crew, the cast.
They're
the
all great people, aren't they?
We have good people.
Yeah.
And
very talented.
We put together a good cast.
Yeah. Yeah. So did you pick everybody?
In the beginning, yes. And then now it's me, Anthony, and Jokes. So,
okay.
I got a good eye for that kind of stuff. I found a lot of, people.
Yeah, you got the right people in there.
But Elizabetta, she was found
and she plays
by a casting agent, the wife.
The wife. Oh, she's
Celine
perfect.
was found by
perfect
a
for
casting
that role
agent that Anthony found for us. So those two came in play. I mean, she would have been the wife. Only one person beat her out, and then I fired her because she didn't show up or something, or she thought she didn't have to show up or whatever. But I don't have time for games like that.
Right.
She would have been very good too. But so. And then by the time we couldn't bring her back because we already had we were going to use her as a senator.
Oh.
Who got turned out really badly.
Really quick.
But then I wasn't comfortable with her. I wasn't comfortable doing the role with her out of respect to her husband because we're not paying her $1 million. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
you want to. I always want to keep things cool. You know what I mean? So we eliminated that one, and then we came up with this one. You know what I mean?
Well, I think you nailed it with her for that character. Yeah,
I think so,
Agent
too.
Anderson.
Yeah,
That's,
Agent Anderson.
yes, you're going to be very famous one day. You watch. And then you got to come back and do my show when you're famous, right?
I will, absolutely.
Okay, okay, we're going to go to break here, and we're going to switch Juliana out for Celine, who plays Karina White, plays your daughter.
She does.
Another great actress.
Another amazing
Yeah,
person.
it's just great cast you have. Okay, well, thank you for coming.
Thank you.
And we'll go to break, and we'll switch it out.
Bye.
Tighten skin on your face, neck, and body, and lose fat at Ageless Body Sculpting Plus, located at 445 East Palmetto Park Road in Boca Raton, where you'll find scientific technologies, including the latest acoustic lipolyzer, which uses ultrasound for immediate and permanent results. No surgery, diet, or exercise. If you don't lose inches, you don't pay. Call 561-654-0177 for your free consultation.
Fleur de Santé, Europe's best-kept luxury skincare secret, is now available in the U.S. Fleur de Santé combines champagne extract with over 150 flowers from France and Sweden to give your skin a boost of immortality. Champagne extract gives skin ultimate antioxidant protection and photo-age prevention, while floral plant stem cells protect and nourish. Repair and revitalize your skin with Fleur de Santé. Learn more about all of their products at fleurdesante.com.
Dr. Candace Colella of Colella Cosmetic Dentistry in Coconut Creek provides family and cosmetic dentistry for patients of all ages and is the only dentist in South Florida offering Solea laser dentistry. No pain, no anesthesia, no shots. With over 23 years of experience, Dr. Colella does fast braces, dental implants, veneers, and more. She can even finish off your smile with Botox, fillers, and lip augmentation. Call 954-428-6923 or visit yoursensationalsmile.com.
Ivy Lee's Luxe Makeup and Beauty Lounge in downtown Boca Raton does fabulous professional makeup application. Make an appointment today and see how glamorous you can look. Call 561-409-4065 to book your appointment. Ivy Lee's Luxe Makeup and Beauty Lounge is located at 233 South Federal Highway on the first floor of the Boca Grand Building in Boca Raton. The number again is 561-409-4065.
You've been listening to and watching The Becky and Boca Show. Ivy Lee's Luxe Makeup and Beauty Lounge in downtown Boca Raton does fabulous professional makeup application. Make an appointment today and see how glamorous you can look. Call 561-409-4065 to book your appointment. Ivy Lee's Luxe Makeup and Beauty Lounge is located at 233 South Federal Highway on the first floor of the Boca Grand Building in Boca Raton. The number again is 561-409-4065. And now, back to the show.
Hello, welcome back to the Becky and Boca Show. We have switched out the actress that plays Agent Anderson with the actress that plays Karina White. This is Celine Alva, and she plays the Mob King's daughter. So what you're looking at here is father and daughter. And I got to tell you, Celine, you play that role so well.
Thank you.
You started out as this innocent little thing, and you have turned into, I don't know, what is she, Sarah? She's like...
She's trouble.
She's trouble.
I am trouble.
But your character, Sarah, doesn't seem to realize that this is happening in the show.
No, listen, even the best can get bamboozled. Listen, father, daughter. I have daughters.
Right, you do have. You have three daughters, right?
You always are gonna look for the best in your kids, and you don't
want to see the bad.
Right, and her character has gone years without having their father around. Obviously, that happened to my kids.
Right.
And,
so this is loosely based on your own experience as a father.
A lot of it is, So, I spent a lot of time on the phone, obviously, but it's not the same thing.
No.
And visits or whatever, but it's not raising a kid. So
right.
That's what we're trying to show, with her character is how difficult it is for families when people are incarcerated for years, how difficult the government makes it for you to be a part of the family that you destroyed by putting them in prison, you know, if they're not murderers or rapists or pedophiles. There I go again. So I'll leave that alone. Go ahead and talk to me.
Get a little axe to grind there, Sarah.
Yeah, I got an axe to grind, all right. But,
okay, so in the show, you have just come out of prison, just like in real life, and you're reunited with your daughter and your wife.
Right.
And something you don't really know what she's been up to while you've been gone.
I mean, she's been trying to tell me that she's on the curb right now. You know, she, as you've seen in episode 3, she's fighting with her dad and family or whatever. She doesn't know whether she's coming or going, and it's a perfect indication of how easy it is with the people you hang around with, your kids hang around with, if they're with the wrong crowd.
Oh, I know.
So she ends up
It
there,
shapes
and
you.
here she is. She's getting a needle put in her arm because she doesn't know any better. She's 16 years old,
Right.
you know?
She leaves in a fancy convertible with some girlfriend and ends up in a
Right.
crack house or
now,
something like that.
And now all of a sudden, you know, she's going to go down a dark road, you know,
Yeah.
and we'll see where that goes. And listen, she's a hustler's kid, you know, it's in the blood, you know, so.
She's hustling you in that
she
last
knows how to
scene.
hustle dad,
Yes.
you know? She's got a
How
teddy
much,
bear
how
full
much
of
money
cash.
did you have there in that teddy bear?
Oh, I did not get to count. I will
They were all
rewatch the
$100
episode.
bills.
They were.
Well,
A
the
lot
funny
of
thing
them
about
were.
it is that they're like, you
And
know.
he trusted me with that cash for a while.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
like,
I was
Oh, he
holding
did.
on to that teddy bear.
Oh, it was real.
well, yeah, it was real. I mean, they're like, we need some money, so I just gave him whatever I had in my pocket. And I said, you
Well,
know.
I heard some people after we played that at the premiere saying, "Gosh, I wish I had a teddy bear like that."
It was only a couple grand, but I mean, it was still, you know, more than what a 16-year-old would have.
No,
You know,
it's
she's
funny.
saying
She,
doesn't have
in
anything.
the scene, she cons her father into giving her some money by making him feel sorry for her. She doesn't have any money. She can't go to the mall. She can't do this. So he gives her a few $100 bills, and she opens up her teddy bear and adds it to the other $100 bills she's got in there. And then she calls her friend.
Yes.
See how well I know this?
Exactly.
And what do you say? The party's on Daddy.
Party's
right?
on Daddy.
Yeah, so you're a party girl.
Yes,
but
I am.
your dad doesn't know. Does your mother on the show know it?
Yeah.
My mother
Yeah.
is well aware of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
She's
what she's-
of course she's out with her girlfriends all the
Yes,
time.
that's
so
not
she
drinking
doesn't
white
mind.
wine. What's wrong with that?
At this
I'm a white wine drinker.
Well, she's merely stating that it's at her expense, you know?
Yeah, I saw
You
that.
know, so.
And so you felt sorry for her and gave her a wad of cash,
Well, it's
and
not,
she's
it's
going to
not
go
that
out.
you feel sorry for her, you know, she put on the role, and probably, you know, the daughter in that circumstance is telling you how she really feels with all the tears, but then the coping mechanism kicks in, and it's more like, okay, now let's go party. So she's learning that you can manipulate and still tell the way you really feel, get it off your chest, and see that it worked, and then see that the manipulation pays off.
Right.
You know?
Also, something that I had realized in the premiere, I didn't hear the
might get a little
noise.
closer.
I didn't hear the noise of all like the ruckus that there was when there was a shot that he was like looking at me while I was ranting.
Yeah.
And in the final one that actually got shown on the Mob King website, you heard the ruckus, and it was kind of like over all of this commotion and clutter that was going on. I think that was a
what
big
that is
aspect
that
to it.
in 3 of the different episodes, you hear this sound that goes, it's F-U. So it says F-U Mike White. It's like what the guy says when he shoots the stripper.
Yeah.
Well, he's trying to shoot me, but the stripper gets in the way. And then you hear it again when I'm sitting there with all her blood on me when the cops come in. You hear it in episode 3, and then so we're setting the stage for what goes on in my mind with all the flashbacks.
Okay.
So what she's talking about in that scene is when I'm listening to her crying and all of that, my mind drifts off. And
Yeah,
you hear,
I saw that. Okay.
Yeah, so you hear that F-U Mike White, and you hear the prison gates closing, and
Yes.
then he comes back to reality and pulls her up on the bed. And
So
pulls her
you're
up from the
feeling
bed.
like all of this, what's happening with her is, you're
Yeah.
feeling guilty.
Well, no, it's not necessarily that. There's a lot going on in someone's head who's been in a closet for 20 years, you know, in a 6x8 cell, you know.
I'm sure.
And when you're doing time like that, it's so amplified because it's 24 hours a day. Like I try to explain to people, the 20 years is like 60 years because you go to work for 8 hours, you go home,
Right, there's
your
nothing to
days are
break
all
up.
Yeah.
broken up. Here, it's never broken up. It's the same exact thing every single day, the same faces, the same clothes, the same food, the same everything. Nothing changes. And
It'd be awful.
yeah, it's terrible. And then your mind is always working.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why a lot of guys come out completely fried, you know.
Wow. Okay.
But, you know, I didn't.
Yeah.
I'm the lion.
Well, I guess I can never go to prison because that would drive me crazy. No, you came out ready to go here.
Yeah,
and
well,
this...
I live by the 5 Ps. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. So I was ready to go.
Wow. Like that. Mm-hmm. Wow. So how did you find Celine? The same casting call?
She found us.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah. I know. I was friends with this guy named Pedro Rico. He's also friends with Jokes. We had worked on a project a few years ago. And he had told me, like, Celine, I know you're not 18, and I know this role's for an 18-year-old, but you need to come. So I came and I auditioned. Anthony sat me down, and he was like, girl, you know, you're not 18, but I'll let you read.
They wanted an 18-year-old?
Yes, they did.
Oh, okay.
Well, we had a full day of auditions that I was there for. And he's like, well, listen, there's a young girl coming. She's bringing her parents and all of this. You know, I don't know, because the scene we were trying them out, I had to hold them, and they were crying on my shoulder, and you know, she's a kid. I don't want. So he's like, maybe I'll do it. I'm like, yeah, you do it. So I leave. I didn't even meet her. And then I seen the video of her, and I'm like, that's the girl.
Yeah, and you look a lot like the actress that plays your mom too. So,
I do.
Yeah, so it really.
So it worked out great.
Yeah.
You know, we made sure that the legal stuff was covered as far as her being able to be put into these, you know, vicarious positions, you know, and whatnot. We've toned it down from what the original idea was because of her age. You know, we were gonna have a lot more, you know, crazy stuff that she may do 3 years from now.
Right.
But right now, you know, it's bad enough seeing a 16-year-old having a needle put in her arm.
Yeah, that was an interesting scene.
You know, it's obvious she's about to get worked by this guy and this girl. So, you know, it's unsettling, and it's meant to be unsettling because, you know, the reality and the truth of what this type of lifestyle and world is about, it's, you know, can happen to anyone. You know, doesn't matter how much money you have or how, you know, separate you think you are from the rest of society. If your kid gets with the wrong batch of people, you know, it's all downhill from there. So it's kind of a wake-up call for people. Pay attention to who your kids are around. Don't take it for granted. And, you know, you won't find yourself in that situation. Exactly.
And the drug epidemic with young kids here in South Florida is on the rise.
Horrible.
I'm surprised. Yes, there's a lot of heroin overdoses.
Is the number one, you know, it's the worst drug you can think of, you know, because what happens with that drug is that it makes people sick if they don't have it. They can't function.
Oh, they can't even live
It gets in their bones. So once they have it, they never really are ever over it, unfortunately. But, you know, luckily they tamed down the Oxycontin problem with those pills. You know.
They took care of that, but now heroin is...
But heroin is skyrocketed. It's cheaper, and you just got to be diligent on watching that because you don't want your kids to get exposed to that because it'll be a road that none of you want to travel down.
And I was just talking to somebody the other day who 4 of her daughter's friends died of overdoses in the last year. And I'm like, here in South Florida, and you know,
there's a rap artist that
kids.
overdosed, I think, last night, and everyone in my school's talking about it now.
I'm kind of shocked.
Yeah.
So this is very current, what you're portraying on the show.
Yeah,
and it's
for sure.
Absolutely happening here in South Florida.
It's loosely based on Anthony's, you know, he has had an issue with this with one of his relatives, and I had it with an older daughter. The oldest daughter is not part of my other 4 kids. She had that same type of problem. So, and it's just ugly.
Yeah. Well, it's a good thing that you're showing it because you're educating people.
You got to show the ugly side of life, too.
I watched like 7 documentaries, like hour-long documentaries.
When you were supposedly high in the show, you played that really well.
Thank you.
After the kid shot you up, I'm like, well, this is going to be difficult for her to play.
He had given me some like...
What to do.
Yeah. What to do.
Yeah.
Because I had showed him like what I had known, like what I had seen and stuff. And he gave me some pointers of exactly what he wants. The aspects of it.
Yeah, it was great because I was ready to. I'm like, now how can she play this?
You could ask me any question about drugs. I know it.
You know,
I'm an expert.
You do a lot of research, but to play someone that's wasted like that, you did that really well.
Thanks.
Yeah, very convincing.
But just for the record, it's not cool.
No, it's not cool, and that's why you're showing it.
Yeah, I mean, it's the worst thing. So
yeah,
we're very anti drug in this show that you'll see. I hate it. I hate what it does to young people. So we're going to be accenting that stuff. And
it's great we have such a good platform. Also, a lot of my friends are watching this.
Yeah.
So this appeals to all ages then, right? Because how old are you?
15.
15. So people your age are interested in watching it. People my age are watching it. So
I don't want 15-year-olds watching it, but you know, it's got a lot of bad things that go on it that you don't want kids watching it, but it's
important.
Yeah, it is important. You know, listen, it's rated R. There's no doubt about it. So don't go on the website and look at it with your kids and not understand that first. There's a lot of nudity, a lot of cussing. You know, it's a mob show.
It is a mob show, and it's...
You know, the church wives of Hollywood.
No, it's not. But it's very, very interesting. It really is. And
well, we want to push envelopes, you know?
Yeah.
We want to push envelopes. We want to be something different. A couple times people will say, oh, you need some more, you know, Guido-looking guys and stuff like that. What they don't understand is that, you know, this isn't based in New York. It's not a corner block in New Jersey. You know, it's South Florida, and there's a whole different segment and operational principles and everything else that go on down here that, you know, if you're wanting to see 5, 6 heavy-set Italians, balding, whatever, Sicilians, you're not going to see it in this show.
No,
you know?
no.
You're going to see what mob life is like in South Florida.
In South Florida. Well, that's what I like about it. It's different.
Right.
It really is.
Right.
And I know you've got a lot of interesting characters in there, and they're developing, like your character is, so you really get attached. You really get, you want to see more.
And, you know, there's a point of reference for every character. You know, you're going to always be able to compare it to somebody.
Oh, okay.
That has existed.
Well, what do you mean? Somebody in
real life?
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So
that makes it even more interesting.
Yeah. You know, we're not just we make up good storylines for after he's out of prison, like I said, but it's based on things that I may have seen or
This is all based on your history
and what would have happened if I decided to be part of it again, how I would have went about it. You know, one of my things in the old days was, you know, in 5, you see me say other people's money, and my power was in letting the play pay for itself. One of my strengths was always finding the money people who put the money into the operation, so it all paid for itself. So we made all the money, you know, without laying anything out.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and that was the key. So, you know, there's a lot of that truth to it, you know.
Well, that's another thing that makes it interesting. You're actually playing the part of the mob boss, which is something you actually did in real life. So that just makes it, well, okay, allegedly.
Yeah.
But that just makes it all the more interesting, I think.
I mean, make no mistake about it. I mean, I had my own crew. I was a boss. I had a very powerful guy on top of me that let me have free reign. And then I had another powerful guy from another organization that gave me free reign. So I had the best of both worlds, you know. And, you know, I rejoiced in that for a time period. And
you had a good run.
You know, so, but what kept it real for everybody is that I'm the type of person that I always do what I say. I always produce results. I always got things done that needed to be done. And, you know, and I paid the price too, so. Okay, well, you're onto something big here now. So before we go here, tell everybody how to watch your stuff again. You can check all 5 episodes at themobking.com. That's themobking.com. You can go on the fan page. It's on the walls there. I mean, it's everywhere. So, and if you go to the fan page, it's which one? Mob King TV. Mob King TV. That's and the on Mob King Facebook. Family. Yeah. And send him messages. Interact with him. This guy answers you back. It's really amazing. I love to go down and read all of the comments underneath because you actually talk to these people. Yeah, just don't send me Messenger. I mean, I get 500 of them a day. Those are hard to answer. Yeah. So you want people to post on the wall. Yeah. You want people to post on your wall. Yeah. Anything you ask me on the wall, I answer. You know, and if it's something you can't put on the wall, you shouldn't be messaging me that anyway. So, there you go. You know, don't mess with this guy. Yeah, it's pretty simple. You know, so that's how that goes. Okay, so if anyone wants to get involved in the production or anything like that, they can message you there too. Yeah, well, then you can message me if you want to give me some money. Okay, yeah, you got some money to invest and double the money, right? Double the money. Okay, there you go. That's a good deal. Yeah. Okay, so we got to run here. Thank you, Celine, and thank you, Ciro. And I'm ready to go. And I just want to say she's great. Thank you. Yeah. She's amazing. She's like really my real daughter now. Thank you. Yeah. She's the only one that's allowed to blow up my messenger. She sends me 1 million messages a day. I think he watches all of them. I think you cast her perfectly. I mean, that's great. Yeah. She's great. Perfect for the role. We'll be friends for life. Okay, thank you. And we'll see you next week. Bye-bye. That was great. Really good.
You have been watching and listening to The Becky and Boca Show. Tune in every Thursday night at 6 p.m. to discover all the ways to spoil yourself and have a good time in beautiful Boca Raton. See you next week.
The opinions expressed on the preceding sponsored program were strictly those of its hosts, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.